are constantly improving and trying to adapt to the changing conditions of today's hectic times. Even teaching foreign languages is not far behind and involve modern tools such as communication media in the form of computers and the internet. Well, we all know Skype, and as soon as we provide a little sneak peek to the lecture using such a media today, we will find out that this way of teaching saves time needed to commute to classic language courses or travel costs and space rental, actually in all type of courses.
Dobrý den, já jsem Bilek a jsem student.
Ahoj, já jsem Eva a jsem lektorka.
How today's piloting lesson went on? During one lecture, the teacher practiced with the student all the language skills. At the beginning of the lecture, teacher taught student more information about the current lesson. What are we going to do today? Then they started with the new vocabulary and grammar needed for this lesson, which they were practicing through reading text and understanding.
Jdeme tam, když potřebujeme koruny, dolary nebo eura. Je to banka.
Right after the acquisition of necessary essentials, they started with the conversation, which is the urgent need of the student, using recently engaged vocabulary and grammar.
It's hard to say how the lesson exactly looks like. I always adapt the lesson to each student. Each lesson is unique. I never used one piece of material or any one lesson for more students. It's always depend on each student's needs. It is actually an individual course, so there is no universal lesson. However, what I use a lot with almost every student is a very useful Skype feature which still only few people know, and it's the screen sharing. This makes the lesson even more visual and interactive, and I can see how students constantly keep my attention. There is many of them. It's definitely saving of time, especially these days. There is a lot of stress going on with the commute. So when you go to the course, you usually have to go somewhere which takes some time. Also, students learning language on distance is really forced to concentrate all the time, be present all the time. Another is convenience. I have even students who are learning from their house in the evening in pajamas. And it doesn't really matter, it's comfortable. I'm home, they're home. We are not limited by the amount of materials. We need something to solve, some issues comes to us, and in the moment we can find a lot of materials on the topic. As I said, there is really lots of benefits in distance language learning. For example, most of my students are not from the big cities, so they don't have to commute from afar. We simply connect via Skype and we can start learning immediately, even if they are not in Czech Republic.